Alright guys, so I have a short video on a pistol. I'm just going to make it quick. This is a WeTech. This is one of their 1911s. It's like the M45A or M45A3 I think is what it is, or A2. It's basically just a single stack 1911 that's been modernized. And that's what the Marines had picked up for a little while for the US military. Obviously that gun is, 1911s are pretty well phased out. M9s were kind of a thing from 1985, I think it was, for about 25 years, and then the Sig Sauer M17 and M18 are what is taking over now. But M9s are still in service, and they're going to be probably for another year or two before they're kind of phased all the way out. So it just comes in a black cardboard box, just plain, just like pretty much all of the WeTechs, with a manual. This is the 1911A1 style. They're all the same as far as internals. These have been out for quite a long time, and they're pretty great guns, honestly. A lot of Chinese inside of here, so probably never read that. Now, the 1911 will come wrapped in a bag, right here. It does come with a thread adapter, so I took out the tip and threaded in the adapter. That does come with it. It just comes right out if you don't want it in there, which I doubt he will, but I actually have a flash hider that we'll toss on there and shoot it with it just to see how it runs. So this is the black version. They do make a tan one. Now my buddy purchased this because he had a WE 1911 that I had sold him. He had it for about 3 years or so, and it finally broke and he was kind of done with it. Fortunately, WEs are very cheap. This was $100, $100 flat for this 1911. Great price for one of their handguns. Some people hate WeTech, but I love them. Some of their products are really good, some of them are not. So let's just talk about the features. First of all, the magazine. My buddy has 2 more of these mags, so he will have 3 total. This one is new, it came with the gun. I think it holds, what, about 16 rounds in here or so, which is a decent amount. It is single stacked, and these feed great. No leaks whatsoever. That used to be kind of a big problem with WeTech's leaking mags, but it's kind of not a thing anymore. The gun itself is pretty light, without the magazine especially, so it's going to be a light when you're holstering it. It should fit hard holsters. The WeTechs always fit the hard holsters, if I'm not mistaken. Like the Serpas, I'm sure some of the copies are probably not quite as accurate, but the Serpa holsters, Blackhawk, those sort of companies make holsters for these, or you could just use a universal one. Some people use drop legs. I don't carry handgun on me at all, ever. I just rather play with my main gun when I'm out playing on the field. So, continuing on features, it has an ambi safety. It also has a beaver tail safety, which does function. Then you press it in, and it will go off. Skeletonized hammer. It's actually got a nice trigger. Very light. Resets kind of farther forward. So you're going to get the rail on the bottom, plenty of slots, so you can do a flashlight or laser if you want. It's got white dot sights, like the Novak style. Pretty nice, easy to line up. It has a chrome barrel. It is marked 45 ACP on there, which is pretty cool. Standard slide lock, just like all 1911s. Does have a sling loop down here for a lanyard. That's what it would be for. It is anodized aluminum. It's kind of, I think it's like a zinc alloy slide and frame, but it is anodized, so the finish is actually really nice on it. It does have the blue nozzle, which is really nice. Those are, I think they're considered CO2 rated, but I've never had one of those break. And I've even had the M9 versions. Looks exactly like his original 1911. He can use his spare parts, actually, so he can have like a spare nozzle. If I'm not mistaken, his shot pretty good, but I hadn't shot it in about a year, and obviously he said it broke, so it's non-functional now. So basically he's just got a new one, but everything in there, hop-up wheel, just like a standard TM. These things shoot so well. So what I'm going to be running out of this is propane. That's what he's going to use. It's economical, very cheap, and does the job. I did lubricate the pistol. The frame was actually very well lubricated. The slide. The frame was not. So I used some silicone spray and sprayed all the moving components on the frame, so now it is nice and lubed up and it is very smooth. Like I said, these are 2/8, so the reading won't be super accurate. The FPS will, but I'll just let you know what the joules are going to be. This gun just feels great. Nice and smooth. Let me fire a couple shots. Just 2 of them over there. So now we're getting the 3rd shot on the mag, so it's not completely full. 293, that's pretty good. 294, 292, 290. It's fairly consistent, it's dropping. 293, 289, 291. It's actually staying pretty accurate. That's actually pretty surprising. 289. So we're seeing roughly 290 with the 2.8. So what is that? Probably 350 with the .2. So we're actually seeing some pretty decent energy out of this. It's got a pretty decent barrel length because it's a full-size pistol, so it's getting some velocity. These guns have just always shot great, sealed really well. As far as joules, it says with a 3 it's 1.17, but it's probably just 1.1 with a 2.8. So 1.1 with the 2.8 is pretty good. Again, about 340, 350 with the 2. So let's just go ahead and back up and finish this mag. Okay, didn't take very long. Well, again, it only holds like 16. And then load it right through the hole. It is single stack, so you don't really have to worry about staggering the BBs. I'm not going to put any more gas in this at all. We're going to see how many rounds we can get off with one fill. Generally, it's about 2 or 3 mags. It is about 70 degrees out here. Continue. Put just a little bit in there. We'll dump this just like that. Again, it is under hopped. These are 2.8s and he's going to use 2.5s. So I decided I'm just going to leave it where it's at. Under hopped with .28s. Should be good with 2.5s, at least for 100 feet. The hop up is not all the way up. It's almost there. So I'd say 3s are the max you could ever hop out of one of these. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot it with the flash hider on there and see if it cycles. Does just fine. But this thing just works. So that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, this thing just works great. Nice and efficient, locks back all the time. That was the about a third mag through it, and still has a little bit left. Yeah, so it can easily get 3 mags with one charge of gas. Well, about 80 to 90 rounds out of a speed loader, and didn't take any breaks. And the gun isn't really cooling down at all. Still works fine. So, highly recommend these, especially for the price, around $100 for a WeTech 1911 single stack. Again, I've always had good luck with their double stack. High Kappas and AW Custom high Kappas as well. So those are all recommended by me. So that's pretty much it. Do stay tuned because I do have a review on another WeTech pistol. But I wanted to do this one first. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for more.